Hello. We went a little bit longer than usual because I was adjusting dials for my temperamental wife who thinks that it's too loud for her.
It was
now.
too loud. Oh, now it's off completely.
What?
It was too loud. Now I can't hear anything in my headphones.
Oh, okay. So this is you, right?
I don't know.
Can you hear now?
No.
Can you hear now?
Yes.
Okay. So that's about the level it was at.
I don't know. The
Yours
music
is
was
always-
hurting my ears.
Yours is always lower than mine, your levels, because I'm deaf.
Yeah, that is true.
But my level's on a completely different dial, see? Anyway, so speaking of dials and heads hurting, Joyce's head probably hurts in this episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer titled Shadow. Shadow Stevens. Remember Shadow Stevens?
No.
From the Hollywood Squares.
Oh.
He was the bottom right square.
You're so weird.
On the 80s Joan Rivers version of the Hollywood Squares.
The fact that you remember the show, let alone the fact that you remember where everyone was, is crazy.
Shadow Stevens. Hi, I'm Shadow Stevens.
What's up?
He was a radio dude. They had that radio voice. Shadow. Whose name is Shadow?
This guy.
Yesterday I met somebody named Silk.
A tumor is named Shadow. You did really?
Yes, his name was Silk.
There was a dude too?
Yeah, saw his
That's messed up.
Saw his driver's license.
His parents hate him. Like, that's just
What
a
up,
mean thing
Silk?
to do. Can you imagine what elementary school was like for this guy?
Yeah, no
Is he at
kidding.
least a decent looking guy? Or
No.
Oh, poor man.
Yeah. Poor Silk.
If you're listening, we're sorry, Silk.
Remember the show Silk Stockings?
Kind of.
But do you remember the episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Shadow?
I do. So
Which reminded me of the song by the Presidents of the United States of America. Lump. You know that song?
yeah, I love that song.
Lump sat alone in a bogey marsh.
Uh-huh.
Totally emotionless except for her heart.
I think we did that song.
Did we?
I think we did.
You know it's about his brain tumor.
Yes. I
Yeah,
do.
about a tumor in his brain that, like, you know, that I love that. My favorite, maybe it's one of my favorite lyrics. It's probably in my top 5 best lyrics of all time. When the part of the song where he's like, "Lump lingered, or what?
Last in line for brains.
Yeah, lump lingered, last in line for brains,
And the one she got was sort of rotten and insane.
Yeah, it's a great line.
It is. The whole song's amazing.
Oh.
I heard the word lump the other day, and I had to hear the song, and that's usually how that goes. If
Yeah.
somebody says lump, I'm listening to the song later.
Anyway, speaking of brain tumors, Joyce has got one.
So
A glioma.
let's back it up a little, though, because I believe that the episode starts with her getting a CAT scan.
Yeah.
And she had gone to the hospital by herself to spend the night and get the test and get the CAT scan.
Right.
And then in the morning is when we find everything out. But it starts out at the night. And then...
Yeah, the whole episode starts out with her on the table getting into the CAT scan and all that stuff.
But, like, she didn't bring the girls with her.
No, they came later. Like, she was in the hospital for the night, then they came the next morning.
Because that's how the episode ended last time, was she was, like, packing for this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And Buffy was, like, crying, talking to Spike.
She had,
Now-
like, I think she had, like, a sleep study or something like that where they did, we didn't see that part, what she needed to be overnight for,
Yeah.
but they were, like, observing her overnight and doing measurements overnight. We saw the CAT scan that I think she had in the early morning hours, and that's when the girls showed up, and Dawn's like, what's a CAT scan? Do they use a cat?
Yeah, the girls
This is precocious dialogue someone wrote.
they're hanging out in the waiting room. Now, in the meantime, though, the mystery of what happened when Spike was sitting there comforting Buffy gets slightly addressed because Riley shows up at Buffy's, lets himself into her house, which I find odd.
I mean, it's kind of, it's kind of a little bit later, but okay. Go ahead.
The fuck?
No, go ahead, honey. Go ahead,
I would love to fucking go ahead.
please. Oh my God. You're
Riley
so annoying.
finds Spike walking around Buffy's house.
Yeah.
and Spike tells him that, oh, they're at the hospital, with her mom. Like, he's like, oh, you didn't know? And so it's morning. Spike's been there all night and was left in her house, presumably to rest and sleep because it's daytime. Like, Spike's been there.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all.
Oh, wait, I forgot he was stealing her underpants.
Yeah.
Never mind. He was just being weird and creepy. I thought, because he knew what was going on, I thought maybe he'd been there with her all night.
It's so funny that, like, you got so angry at me for, like, trying to point out that happens much later in the episode, and then you got there on your own, though, that it happens later in the episode.
I don't know about what time it was, but I know, like, he didn't spend the night. That's all. I thought he spent the night, but he didn't.
No, he didn't spend the night.
He was smelling her sweater.
Yes.
Riley finds him smelling her sweater.
That's right.
And then he's dragging him out, and he grabs one of her pairs of underwear and stuffs it in his pocket, which is just the most fucked thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never understood that. I have never understood the, like, panty raids. I mean, that's like a 60s thing or whatever, but, like, I've never understood that. The whole dynamic of, like, stealing a girl's underwear. It was in pretty, or 16 Candles too, I guess.
I mean, there's vending machines of women's underwear in Japan.
There is.
There are.
Interesting. Wow, the year 2000's weird with vending machines of underpants in Japan.
It is weird. It surely is.
Anyway, so they do the whole CAT scan bit. By the way, it stands for computerized axial tomography. But anyway, so it turns out that Joyce has a glioma.
So
some sort of tumor.
Yeah, she has a brain tumor, and they don't know if it's operable or not yet. They need to consult with the neurosurgeon or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
So they don't come right out and say it, but I get the impression that this is a cancerous tumor by the glumness on everyone's faces. I
guess. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Brain tumors, whether cancerous or not, are usually a problem. Cancerous tumors are worse. They're more of a worry because they tend to spread. Not only to, in the brain, but to other parts of the body too. So that's a big problem. It's a much bigger problem if it's cancerous. But even benign tumors, because of the pressure and stuff like that, because it's an unnatural growth in the skull.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure and stuff they can put on the brain, they can still be very dangerous. So it's not like a tumor. It's not like a benign tumor like on your arm or something like that, where it's like, oh, it can swell up a little bit. We can, it's easier to get in and do surgery. Brain tumors often have lots of complications for surgery because you can't just cut pieces of the brain out. I mean, you can, but it's dangerous. It's a very delicate work. So, yeah.
I knew someone who had a brain tumor.
Mm-hmm.
And
the lead singer of the President of the United States of America.
Well, maybe, but I didn't know him. But I mean, in real life, I knew somebody who had a brain tumor.
Oh yeah.
And it was benign, and it was not operable, and it was no problem. And everyone was like, "Oh, it's fine. We just got to check on it once in a while, make sure it's not growing." But it's no big deal.
I mean, some of them, if they're in certain areas of the brain and they're not very big and they're not putting a lot of pressure or anything like that, then it's better to leave them. Because you'll do more damage trying to take it out than you would just leaving it in there.
Ugh. Creepy thoughts.
So, steering back to the Riley and Spike encounter, she, like you said, he tells Riley about what's going on. He's like, "Oh, it's interesting. She didn't tell you what's going on with her mom and everything," and he makes this, a couple people do in this episode, but I think he's the first one that makes this, illusion of, hey, she likes the bad guys. You're just a little puppy dog. She likes the guys with edge and stuff like that. The guys that wrote bad poetry when they were alive. But he's, because he references Angel, and he's like, that's what she's into. It's interesting she's not super into you. And then Dawn later, when he comes to the hospital, that's who the
this was awful.
That's who the other person is. Dawn is like she he sees Buffy. They hug and everything, and she's like, "Oh, I'm kind of glad you're here."
Yeah, can you stay with Dawn while I go talk to my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't spend any time with him. She
No.
just gives him errands and jobs to do,
Yeah.
mostly pertaining to Dawn.
Yeah, and later in the episode when the big thing is the big end thing happens, the big emotional arc or the emotional climax of the episode. She's basically it's a family thing or whatever. We want to talk. Can you not be here? Basically, she says it a lot nicer than that, but that's the tenor of what she says.
Yep, I'm done with you now. Thanks. Bye bye.
But so he goes and talks to Dawn, and Dawn says something. I can't remember exactly.
I remember what she said.
So you tell then.
She was like, I don't remember how they got on the subject, but she's like, oh yeah, when she was with Angel, she was crying all the time. There was all this drama.
Yeah.
And, she doesn't get all worked up like that about you.
Yes.
And she was saying it like she thought that's a good thing.
Yeah, because she was like, he caused her so much pain.
Right.
And she was always emotional and stuff like that, but she's not like that with you.
But he interprets it, I'm feeling correctly, that's because she's not as into him.
Well,
she
yeah,
doesn't love him. She really doesn't. He said that.
Yeah. He said that several episodes ago.
And I think he was right.
It was really weird because he was very self-aware, introspective, he picked up on all the cues and everything and said it so matter-of-factly to Xander, just too bad she doesn't love me. As if I know I'm going through this charade, but I'm doing it for her or whatever, because I love her, kind of thing. But now it seems like he's being really whiny and not whiny necessarily, but
he's clingy.
Yes, he seems very no, but love me.
Yeah, he's clingy and insecure.
The guy that said to Xander so matter-of-factly, it's just too bad she doesn't love me, is not the same character that's acting this way.
He was Soldier Boy, and this Riley has lost his mojo.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they took all that shit out of him, whatever they implanted in him. Yeah, it's made him more emotional and less stoic.
And that's why she's
sense.
less into him, because he had supernatural strength, even though he wasn't supernatural.
Yeah, and he was kind of he was a badass dude. He was I'm done. I'm here to fucking kill.
They would get all worked up working together, and then they go fuck.
Yeah.
Now he's just, the only thing he can do is use weapons, a grenade or a gun.
Yeah. Now he's just a regular. I've had military training guy.
Yeah.
It's not bad enough for her.
Oh, and did it happen last episode or this episode where he threw the grenade into the vampire den?
That happened last episode, and then this episode, Willow and Xander are complaining about it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's when you say you're going to go hunting some vampires or somebody, and then you go to the tomb and it's all blown up because they fucking did it by themselves.
Yeah, he took care of it all on his own.
And he's all Xander's all pissed off about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, Riley's not okay. I think that's the takeaway on the Riley front. He is not okay.
Well, definitely it's what happens at the end of the episode. We know he's not okay.
Well, let's just finish this part of the story up.
So he goes after she's leave the hospital, please. This is a family affair.
Yeah,
we don't care about you.
Not even maybe she said thanks. I don't know, but he was there all day.
He goes to the Willie's bar or whatever it is,
the demon bar, yeah,
and sees that vampire that was do you want to have sex with me? Last episode.
I don't think she's offered sex.
She did say, do you want to get out of here and stuff
like
that. And he was like, oh, my heart belongs to another. Plus, I don't date vampires.
Yeah. Because
she's a vampire. So he's like, yeah, let's fucking go. He doesn't say that because there's no dialogue in this.
Yeah, that's true.
And they, it's just a montage kind of thing or whatever. I think they're playing music over it. But he goes and picks her up. They leave the bar. They go
to the alley.
Yeah, it's just the alley.
They're up against the wall of an alley.
And she starts biting his neck, he offers his neck to bite. Mm-hmm. And she starts feeding on him. There's obviously some sort of sexual thrill to this. Is this cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it is. Don't you?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, they didn't. I don't know if they kissed.
No. Maybe they did. I think they did kiss lips, yeah.
Well, if they kissed, then it's cheating.
Well, what if they didn't kiss and she's just feeding on him? I still think that's cheating.
I think in the context that this is occurring, it's cheating. I mean,
Yes.
like, I think there's context where it also wouldn't be cheating, but I think...
Well, if it's forced.
Or like, it's a friend and they're starving. I don't know. But, like...
I guess, maybe, if it's just about food, but this is not just
This
about
was
food.
not about food.
So, yeah, she starts, like, feeding on him. Now, I think we have different interpretations of this, I think he wanted to get turned into a vampire. I think he was like... She fell in love with this dark, brooding vampire. She likes dark brooding. She likes supernatural powers. She likes this and that. I want to be that. And then he decides, oh, you know what? Maybe I don't. And he fucking stakes her and kills her,
Yep.
which seems fucked up.
Very mean. Very mean, Riley.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know anything about this vampire. Like, we know she likes to come to the bar. Like,
She seems lonely.
we don't know that she was necessarily going out, like, killing people.
Yeah, and like, he offered his neck.
Yeah.
It's not like she was, like, attacking
Right.
him.
And it's not like she was taking advantage of the situation and like held him down. She has supernatural power and like held him down like, I'm actually going to fucking drink all your blood. It seemed like she was just going to feed a little off of him.
Yeah,
For
'cause
sexual thrill.
It was probably sexual for her too then. Yeah, I get it. I hear you. But I don't think that he was trying to die.
But
Turn
that's
into a vampire. I think he wanted to know what it was like. He wanted to get what the allure was because she is into vampires, so he wanted to know why.
I don't know. I still think he wanted to and change his mind. But like I said to you when we were watching him, so I was like, that's so fucked up of Riley because it's like wanting to cheat on your spouse or something like that, and you've got the woman like naked in your bed and everything. You're all ready to go, and you're like, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. And just taking out a gun and shooting her.
Right?
Like,
Exactly.
like,
That
oh,
is
sorry, I don't want to
exactly
cheat anymore. Got to kill you now. Like, what the fuck? He could have just been like, you know what? No, thank you, actually.
it. Yeah, changed my mind. Sorry, bye. She seemed like a lovely vampire.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So, the bad news that Buffy and Dawn get, though, well,
Yeah.
Buffy gets it first, is the glioma.
Glioma. Which is,
Which
we don't know if it's cancerous or not cancerous or how aggressive it is.
Yeah, they need to, like, determine if it's operable or not. So it sounds, and what did the doctor say? Like,
They're doing
a
tests.
third, he said a third of people live through this. Like, a whole third of people. Like,
Yeah.
he was, like, trying to say that in, like, a positive way, but, like, that's not
Yeah.
the odds you want.
No, it's pretty fucked up.
Less than 50% chance, and you got 2 kids
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's...
She's a single mom.
That really struck me, too, with the 2 kids. Like the fear of, like... I mean, Buffy's an adult at that point.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like if she dies, she would think, like, okay, well, the adult will take care of the other one. But still, like, that's got to be some extra fear to that.
Yeah.
Like, you never want to die and, like, leave them to their own devices.
No.
I assume all people that have kids, all parents, want their kids to become adults before they die.
Nobody wants to leave
like
a kid an orphan.
Self-sufficient on their own, kind of, so they're going to be okay.
Right. I mean, I'm
Before
sure.
my mom died, that was one of her big things. I want to know that you guys are going to be okay. So.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
You
What?
derailed me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just I was like, I was saying something, but I don't know what.
We got the bad news about the glioma, and there's the 2 kids there, and it's the last scene where they're taught where they reveal it to Dawn what's going on is very like emotional, and there's lots of themes of like Buffy can kill monsters, but she can't kill this disease. It's because she tries to find like
Yeah.
There's got to be a supernatural thing for this.
Yeah, she goes to the magic box to talk to the Scooby Gang, and she's like, "Come on, give me a spell. We gotta take care of this."
And both Giles, previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Willow are like, like it's generally not a good idea. Magic's not really meant for like disease. Like, like there's the magic world and there's like the human medical world, like science and magic, and they don't really mix super well. So like and Giles even says like when you try to help with magic, you run a really big risk of making things worse. So there's not really any like get rid of cancer magic, which is good. It's good to build in the logic of the show that magic just can't just cure death.
Yeah,
because that would eliminate stakes. but that's the like she learns the Superman lesson. So like one of my favorite aspects about the 1978 Superman movie is that his dad dies of a heart attack. Like they're just walking on the farm, his dad like just grabs his arm and then collapses and dies of a heart attack. And Superman learns the lesson of like, it doesn't matter that I have all this power. There are still people I can't save. Like that he couldn't save this dad that meant so much to him. Like it was a big lesson for him.
They do that with a lot of superheroes, like with Spider-Man and his uncle. And
yeah. But like it's an elegant way to do that with the heart attack, because it's just like, what can you do? You can't do anything about it. So it's like this is the same sort of lesson that she's getting.
And in the background of the show, we have Glory.
Glory.
She is so crazy and mean. Like
she's weird. Yeah, definitely crazy.
She has all these little like scarred up looking dudes in robes running
They're
around
like
being her minions.
Some sort of elf race or something.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like we don't really know what the fuck they are, but she wants them to make her a spell to find the spell. Key. No,
they find
a spell. Okay.
Yeah, they find this. They find the spell that like has been lost for centuries or whatever, and he's like, "I found the spell. Your wickedness or whatever,
radiance, they go on and on and on.
It's very effusive. They're doing a lot of big words and like your like next of kinness. I don't know, but
they worship her a lot.
Yeah, and it gets too much. It gets over the top, I think, a little bit. But she's like, fucking this better work. And this is so stupid, by the way. This, like, they build this up so much, and I thought, like, oh, this is going to be a hugely more powerful spell than we've ever seen, you know? And because she comes into, they're all, the Scooby Gang's all, they're, like, researching her and whatever. And Willow comes up, or no, it's Tara, comes up with the idea, what if she's so old that she's not in the books? Like, what if she's like before, like she arose before the books were written?
Yeah, before language, before writing, before.
And he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
we've heard reference of they can't be named. She can't be named, right?
Yeah. So like, they're like, "Oh no!" Like, what the fuck? Maybe then there's no way to stop. We won't even know what she looks like. And she walks in, and she's like, "I want to buy this shit." And he's like, "Okay," and he sells it to her. And then continues his conversation. And then when, what's her name? Anya comes in. She's like, "Hey, Giles, you sold these two things together? You don't sell them together."
No, she said, "Hey, you're an idiot." That's how she started. And he's like, "You're fired."
Yeah, Xander's like, remember the list of no words to say them to the boss? That was on them. And she's like, "But he's dumb because you don't sell these two things together because they can make a really powerful spell." And he's like, "Oh, but the woman that on the like," then they realize it's her.
Because I mean, Buffy knows what she looks like. Buffy's been beaten up by her twice now.
Yeah. So she goes to a zoo and gets a snake, and what this
like a cobra looking snake.
What this huge, powerful, one of the most powerful spells known to man does is it makes the creature that was in that giant like well that the cultists were worshiping at the frat house in like season 1. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that the giant worm thing that came out of the ground and everything? And then they just like, I don't know, they killed it somehow with rocks or whatever. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But that's what it is. It's just a giant snake monster. And it's like, seriously? I feel like any book in the world could have made that.
But it's not, she didn't make it because it's a giant snake monster. She made it to find the key.
I guess that's the special thing about it, is that it unveils the key. And we know the key is Dawn.
So this snake monster is like rolling through the streets like and this is like, oh, it's Sunnydale.
Yeah.
It's Sunnydale, so you know the people are just walking around seeing this thing, but nobody knows monsters are real.
Right. It's like New York, where everyone's like, just keep moving, just keep, don't look.
Don't look at it.
Oh my God, don't make eye contact with the snake monster or else it'll ask for money.
And at the end of the episode, I think this is when Buffy's looking for the spell with her Scooby Gang. She has Dawn with her. I think this is when they're all together in the...
Yeah, they're in the magic box.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, looking through... So Riley and Dawn go on, like, this tour of her childhood, which we know didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they stop at this carousel, and she's like, I remember being on this carousel with my mom and stuff like that.
Oh, no, she's like, Mom rented it out for me and my friends, but I didn't have any friends because we
were
just
new.
moved here.
Yeah.
So we just wrote it over and over.
Why would the monks implant that hurtful memory? Why not just make her life good?
Right? It is really bizarre. Like, the whole, like, all these weird memories that, like, I don't get it. Like, I guess we shouldn't pull too hard on this thread or it'll all unravel.
Because they couldn't, it's not like they wrote a screenplay. They wrote a character bio for her and then put it into play. I assume what they did was they just I don't know, tapped into some mystical force where they were like, let it unfold the way a girl's life would unfold this, so just things naturally happen from one thing to the other.
Like, she probably remembers getting her first period, which is another traumatic, terrible memory that she doesn't need. Anyway,
so the snake rolls through all the different places they were, like sniffing at the air, like it can smell the key. And then it breaks into, because they're like, oh, this is what it can make. We got to fucking find this thing. And then it breaks into the magic box.
Yep, it found them.
And it goes right to Dawn and is like, what's up, Dawn? And she's like staring at it, screaming and everything. And then it turns around to leave because it's going to tell Glory, because Glory's instructions were find the key, come back to me, tell me where it is.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
Not kill the key, not bring the key. Wouldn't bring the key have been a much smarter thing to ask it to do?
Yeah.
But
then Buffy chases after one of the worst looking special effects ever.
Oh my God, we were laughing out loud.
It from far away in the dark, it looks okay, but when they make it try to move, like try to make a turn or whatever, it looks terrible.
But then Buffy was beating it up in the graveyard, like just punching it.
Well, then it was clearly rubber.
Hilarious.
Because they pull back the camera and they hold on it just a little bit too long, and it's just her punching this fucking rubber thing.
That's just like bouncing back.
Yeah, you can the way the head is moving back and forth, it's very clearly rubber, and it's so funny.
Oh my God! But she kills it, so it doesn't get to tell Glory.
Yeah, but the threat still remains.
Eventually, Glory will have to find out.
Yeah, or be killed. Buffy, encounters her, as you kind of alluded to, in the zoo, I think, with the snake, as she's conjuring the snake. And Glory just beats the fuck out of her again.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Glory's
because Buffy's like
stronger.
Buffy's like, but I gotta go do something. And this is the something. And she thinks she's gonna do something, but she just gets beat up.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. Buffy's not nearly as strong as this Glory.
What is this thing?
I don't know.
Very strong.
But she needs to dip into people's heads to not go insane. I guess if you lived for several thousands of years, you probably would go insane.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Unless you somehow suck the force out of people's heads and make them insane. Pour your insanity into them, I guess. I don't know. It's like emptying a septic tank or something.
Oh, God. Gross.
It's just emptying it into people's heads.
God, that is a weird way to look at it, but yeah, it makes sense. Ew.
But yeah, so that's what happens. That is the episode.
That's the episode. I think Joyce comes home at the end.
At the end, they're in the hospital and they're just like holding each other and
yeah.
shit.
No, she's still in the hospital. Okay.
We got to figure out what to do with this tumor.
Yeah.
It's not a tumor,
but it is.
But anyway, that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can find their own snake demon.
You can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com and share the tapes with your friends.
Oh, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.